What up, though? It's your boy DTM, the Dr. DTM, and listen, this is a heavy one because I got a message for you, and I need you to hear this, and I know that this is specifically for you, all right? And I'm not claiming to be so prophetic. I'm not claiming to be, T.D. Jakes. I'm not claiming to be Creflo. I'm not that. But I do know that when God give me a message to give to you, I'm instructed to give it to you, so I'm going to give it to you the way he told me to give it to you. So be ready. So listen. A lot of times God pushes you into the deep, right? And what I mean by that is he pushes you out of your comfort zone. He pushes you into the deep. And when you out there, you begin to go through storms. And when you're going through the storms, a lot of times you feel like these storms have been so long, you like, God, did you leave me by myself? You're like, I'm out here by myself. Like, I can't do this by myself. You told me to do this, and now you got me doing it by myself. Like, I'm losing people. My son's dead. My mother's dead. My sister's dead. My father don't talk to me anymore. Like I lost my job. I'm getting put out of my house. Like, how am I supposed to do this on my own? You pushed me out here. I obeyed. And now you left me out here to be by myself. How am I supposed to do this? And this is the mess. So he gave me this message, and he told me, listen, he made me read the scripture right here. I'm gonna share the scripture with y'all right here. All right, so the verses that we're going to read is Mark 4, verses 35 through 41. And it goes as following. As evening came, Jesus said to his disciple, let's cross to the other side of the lake. Now understand, it's Jesus' idea. He's telling you to go. So they're going to go, all right? So they took Jesus in the boat. That's the deep part I want y'all to understand. They took Jesus with them in the boat. And they started off, leaving the crowd behind. You hear that? So there's some people that you're going to have to leave behind. I don't care how much they lit, how much they turn up, how much whatever. You might have to leave some of the crowd behind. All right? But soon, a fierce storm came up. High waves were breaking into the boat, and it began to fill with water. Jesus was sleeping in the back of the boat with his head on the cushion. So they explaining it, saying that there's high waves and waters was coming in the boat, and the whole time Jesus is laying there asleep. Now, he's asleep. And they look at him and they waking him up. They say, teacher, don't you care that we're about to drown? When Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and the wave. He said, silence, be still. Suddenly the wind stopped and there was a major great calm. Then he asked them, what you scared of? Why you afraid? Do you still not have faith in me? Jesus? I'm your man. You ain't got faith in me? The disciple was absolutely terrified. They like, who is this man? I know him, but I don't know who this man is. They asked each other, they're like, he's stopping the winds and the waves. They all obeying him, so why wouldn't I? You hear me? So I want y'all to get that into your spirit. Now what that scripture just said was that you are not by yourself. You have to know who your anchor is, all right? So I want you to understand this first. Your boat, he pushed you into the deep on a boat. Your boat is not designed to carry everybody. You hear what I'm saying? Your boat is not designed to carry everybody. And you're trying to carry everybody. So it's slowing your boat up. It's putting holes in it. It's making your route slower. Think about it. When he did the Noah's Ark, you guys know the story of Noah's Ark. He told Noah, he said, yo, go get 2 of everything. He didn't say go get everybody and everything. He said go get 2 of everything. Close them doors and head on. And so what the scripture just told me was, you think you by yourself, and you start to get nervous. You start to doubt him. And he's looking at you because the problem, he napping. He didn't took a nap on you. He's sleeping. He's not worried because he knows you can either Pray, or you can worry. Pray, but don't dwell on the prayer. Pray and know that it's answered and go for it. Like when you out here and you losing your loved ones and you losing your jobs and you lose, it's because it's all a part of a plan. He's there with you. He knows it's coming. And he's building you for something totally different in life that nobody else can build you for. But you start to doubt him and you start to, let me call it. Oh, let me go back and, let me go do what I've been doing. My man's in there, my day one. Come on, man. It's not about that. It's not about that. I want you to really get this message. I try to keep him short as much as possible. But he told me don't play with it. He told me don't play with it because he says somebody need to hear this right now. He says somebody feel like they're in the deep by themselves. Where in fact, he know, because he's the only one that can tell the wind, shh, stop. Not right now. He's the only one that can make the waters and the rains and everything just cease. Stop. He's the only one that know when you literally had just about enough before you break. And he removes it from you. When you follow in his footsteps, when you follow what he's telling you to do, when he pushes you in the deep and you know what it's for. You're here to connect for a reason, but you're scared to connect. You're scared to get out that comfort zone because you've been in the deep and you feel like you're by yourself. You're not by yourself. I'm here to tell you, you are not by yourself. You know how many times I felt like I was by myself? You know how many times I looked at things and I said, God, and I wasn't mature enough to take the blame myself. So I was putting it on him. I said, God, you're about to make me lose my marriage. I said, God, you're about to make me lose my family. I said, God, you showed me how to be phenomenal in the job and you made me lose the job. And you left me, I'm so confused because I'm doing everything you told me to do. And I look over, I'm looking up as I'm talking to him, but I'm feeling something on the side of me. And I'm like, God, why? I'm feeling this wind, this gush, this figure on the side of me. And it's telling me, you ain't got to look up because I'm right here with you. I will never leave or forsake you. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. I would never leave or forsake you. And when he told me that, I was able to walk in my gift in what you see right here today. I was able to touch lives that I never thought I would be able to touch. I was able to do things I never thought I would be able to do based off of where I came from because that's what I was basing it on. I'm able to talk to people in a way where they can understand it because they're like, no, he's been through what I've been through. It's been plenty of times I'm like, God, you blessed me with a voice to talk to people, but sometimes my closest ones don't listen. They're not hearing me. He said because either A, you talking to them the way you want to talk to them, or B, it's not time for them to move on what you're telling them on. He said, oh, they're hearing you. They're getting it and just soak it in. But they're not ready yet. And when they get ready is when you'll see them manifest in what they are supposed to do. So I am here to tell you to go into the deep. Get out of your comfort zone. Go into the deep. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter what you're doing. As long as you can do it for him, there's nothing that can stop you. One of my favorite verses in the Bible. With God on my side, what can you do? What can you do? Nothing. So I tell you, go in the deep. Go ahead. That dream that you got, go for it. You can do it. You can do it. You have to do it. And the reason why you have somebody's connected to you, somebody's waiting on you. You know, I done all these weddings, and I done touched all these marriages, and I got mad at myself a few weeks back because I'm like, man, I could have been touching people if he said it was too soon. I needed you to go through everything you went through. I needed you to pretend like you can do it on your own. I needed you to learn these things that I've been trying to show you. So that way, when you do touch these marriages, when you do these weddings, you can literally touch souls. You can literally save households. Because that's the way the devil likes to work. He loves to work in the household by breaking it down. Let's make everybody against each other. Let's cause chaos. And so that's how you move. So I want you to hear me and hear me well. Go into the deep. Understand that you're not in the deep by yourself. He's your anchor. You on the boat, he's your anchor. Know that this drop when you get on that boat and you drop that anchor, it's to keep you grounded. So what better grounding can you have than the one who created you? So know who your anchor is. And when you know who your anchor is, you know it doesn't matter what kind of storm is coming. He prepared you for it. He's your anchor. You might sway. You might move around. You might fall back a little bit. But you ain't going nowhere because your anchor got you. And that's what I'm here to tell you. You better know who your anchor is, and you better go into that deep, and you better do everything that you are supposed to do. You're designed for greatness, but you holding back because you're scared. You think you're by yourself. You're going through some stuff. Listen, you're going to go through stuff whether you succeed or be successful or not. You're going to go through stuff whether you chase that dream or not. You're going to go through things whether you touch that next level or not. I don't care what kind of comfort zone you in. Somebody gonna pass away that you're not ready for. Somebody gonna act a fool. Somebody might get locked up. Somebody might lose their job. Somebody might lose their house. Somebody might lose their mind. Somebody might just lose it. It's gonna happen. But you gotta be prepared. You gotta be ready, and you gotta go for it, man. And that's all I'm here to say. I appreciate y'all. I do. I love y'all so much. I really want y'all to do everything in your power that you wanted to do. I want you to do it. I believe you can do it. Just like you believed you can do it when you thought about it. And then you let the naysayers come in and, you can't do that. Ain't nobody never did that before. Why are you trying to do that? No, listen, the Bible saying nothing new. Everything that you think is new is not new. It's been done before. So all you got to do is perfect it. Figure out who did it. Figure out what happened. Where they go wrong. Perfect it. Do your thing. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I'm just asking you to get into the deep. Don't feel like you're by yourself and just grind. Grind. Think about it. Think about the consequences later. Don't worry about that. There's going to be consequences for whatever you do. Whether you chase your dream or whether you don't chase your dream. There's consequences for both. So why not get the consequences for chasing your dream and succeeding and being successful and connecting to people and getting people out of their comfort zone and pushing them to the next level? Why not do that? It's your boy, man, DTM, Deontay the Motivator. That's Dr. DTM. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.